GleeProv, the part of the show where we facilitate that magical combination of music and improv. First of all, let's give a big round of applause for the sketch team. Turn it around and make it right. So, for this part of the show, for it to be a success, we need something from you, the audience. Think back to your high school years. And I'm looking for some kind of anecdote, some kind of story, some kind of experience from those years, be they far or more close to where you are in life right now. We need something. Does anybody want to share something from their high school years? It could be funny, it could be sad, it could be completely off the wall. Something from your high school years. And we will use this as our inspiration to bring you a high school musical, but we cannot continue without your participation. So please, anybody, high school story, something from your high school years.
I made a lot of t-shirts.
You made a lot of t-shirts for what purpose?
To, make jokes with my teachers. I would, I had a teacher named Mr. Leaf, so I made an I Heart Leaf shirt that was just a leaf.
How did Mr. Leaf respond to you making a t-shirt with his name on it?
I feel like he embraced it. I went to an art school.
All right,
so.
there you go. An expression of your creativity.
Absolutely.
All right, so thank you so much for that story. Tonight's episode of GleeProv will feature, based on inspiration, what we will base a musical on: making t-shirts with teachers' names on it. Give it up for GleeProv!
just one of these leaves that falls with the autumn coming. It's like a story of a life we'll never know.
And each acorn that falls is a story that we'll know about 50 years from now.
Because it's a tree.
Yes, because it's a small tree, but leaves, they grow and then they fall and they die, and it's not really a problem because their life is so fleeting, they don't have time to worry about stuff.
Did you get off your Prozac?
Yes. The doctor said it was making me anxious. And I was like, that's why I'm taking it. And he was like, well, that's a side effect. And I was like, why?
Roger, I want you to come touch this tree to know what patience feels like. It's rough. Feel it. It's an elm.
It's very soothing. It's very calming.
I'm late for class. See you guys.
Veronica's never liked trees.
Her parents were hippies and she's very rebellious. I like the ones that have a little seat at one end, and when you throw it, it just goes like a little helicopter all the way to the ground.
They're called whirligigs and they're flirty.
That must be why I blush when I watch them.
Sometimes I wish I was more like a whirligig. You know, just so free. And
Maybe if you express yourself, some of that energy will go away.
do you really think so?
I do.
Well, I'll give it a shot. Sometimes I wish I could be like that little leaf. My life would be simpler. I wouldn't have to put up with grief. I'd fly so free from up on high down to the ground. And as I touch these trees, I feel like peace is found. I wanna be free. I wanna be like a tree. I wanna be free, just like the trees. Sometimes I feel like I just need to put down roots, to stay in one place and not deal with my family, those wacky coots. I just want to go into nature and be all on my own. And in 50 years, people will come by and say, look how much he's grown. I want to be free. I want to be like a tree. I want to be free, just like a tree. Roger, when they took you off your medication, how could you have known that this cause of trees would be a salvation? Because if you think that you can't make it, well you can't. So be patient and be strong and just act like a plant. I want to be free. I want to be like a tree. I want to be free, just like a tree. I want to be free. I want to be like a tree. I want to be free, just like a tree. Just like a tree, like an oak, just like a tree. With a mighty sequoia. Just like a tree. place.
I've noticed you noticing the cleanliness of the laboratory.
It is spectacular.
It has taken quite a bit of time, but I've gotten it right where it needs to be.
Ship, shape, everything in its order, everything in its place.
That's how it should be, right?
It's the way I was raised.
Coach, I've been dabbling in pharmaceuticals lately. Just a little bit. I have a freaking flyer card at the Target. They allow me to have anything that I need.
What you're telling you made?
Well, I've made an interesting concoction of Solatulen, Zoloft, and Prozac. I call it Prolesocrochevich. Say that 5 times fast.
I'd rather not.
Smell that? You know what that smell is, Coach? Chemical happiness. Calm. Order. A steady heartbeat. And night sweats. Still working on the night sweats.
Everything has a side effect, doesn't it?
Everything does have a side effect. When I go out in that school and I see all the disorder, it makes me mad. It makes me want to make order.
Yes.
So I take these pills and it calms my heart rate. And it makes me feel so good inside. Order is good. Order is cleanly. Order is good. Order is manly.
Wow. I admire your moxie.
With a little sertraline and a little Zoloft, I'll make a concoction that'll knock your socks off. It'll make you feel so good inside, you won't know what to do. And all through the night you'll sweat and you'll sweat and you'll sweat and you'll sweat. It's in order. It feels good. It is order. It is good.
I like things real neat. It feels right, Frederick. I feel amazing. Such calm. Everything is right. Nothing is wrong. Holy crap, is it hot in here?
With a little bit of fun and a little cleanly, little disorder, out of line. Take these pills, feel good inside. Restore order to your mind.
We're not kidding about the sweats.
To your mind.
Holy crap.
To your
I think you're gonna sell a lot of these t-shirts.
I'm gonna make a pot big enough to hold them.
That is such an awesome contribution. Thank you. Penny, what are you contributing?
Thinking of punching the center of this canvas.
I didn't know what that means, so it's gotta be good.
It's art.
Respect your art, because we all I, for one, refuse to recycle. That's how I express myself.
Those poor trees.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about the trees.
Look, I think the important thing is that we are all expressing ourselves, either through t-shirt making, pottery, vandalism. That fundraiser's gonna make the difference in the budget this year. It's real big of you to volunteer your time.
Thank you. I do try.
What is that?
It's abstract.
Thank you.
Expressing yourself really hurts.
I agree. It's so hard not recycling. Expressing yourself does hurt.
Put all of my emotions into that clay. It's never given me one compliment.
Expressing yourself hurts. It hurts so deep inside. Expressing yourself hurts. Sometimes I'd rather go and hide. Expressing yourself hurts.
It hurts.
It hurts deep
I
inside.
punch you in the face.
Expressing yourself hurts. Sometimes I'd rather go and hide.
If we hide away, what will they think of us? The times you spend indoors, what will become of us? We should really try another method. It's something we all should do. Get it together, you people! What are you doing?
Expressing yourself hurts. It hurts so deep inside. Expressing yourself hurts. I'd rather go and hide.
Guys, when I started turning this pottery wheel round and round, I had to let people know how I feel with an object, no talking or sound. But now I see there's a better way. Penny revealed it to me so fast. If I just buy something and put it on a table and then smash!
Expressing yourself hurts. Yeah, it hurts so deep inside. Expressing yourself hurts.
Sometimes I'd rather hide. Sometimes
I won't hide. Now I won't hide from it anymore. I think I'll start recycling. I'll even shop at that weird hippie store. Expressing yourself doesn't have to hurt. Doesn't have to hurt inside. Instead of running to hide, I'm gonna break stuff with you. I'm gonna break stuff with you.
and smash all the windows out.
Yes, please!
Hey, Penny.
Hi.
How are you today?
Great.
Me too. I'm so good. I'm so good. Do you know what this door used to be?
A window?
No. It used to be a tree. Lots of stuff in this school used to be what I want to aspire to be, and it's all around me. E.
So, I guess, since I always wanted to be a
Exactly. It's like nature is the canvas of our lives.
Like when you go outside and you just watch the trees. Oh, they're spinning right now.
Yeah, it's because it's the wind.
I never knew a person was so majestic.
Yeah, thank you. I feel significantly more confident and statuesque.
There are pills for that.
I know there are, and sometimes I think that's what was holding me back all this time. Because I would just sit here, and I would be in kind of a loose glazed daze, and be staring out the window, and not even know what I was looking at. But now I know.
Now you appreciate everything.
Yes, and now the side effect doesn't actually compound the reason I'm taking the pill.
And I can tell when you're looking me in the face.
Yes, and I can tell that you have a face. Progress.
Progress.
It's as simple as that.
Progress.
You got it. And just think. If life was so simple, we wouldn't have to think. We'd never be in distress, 'cause there would never be a mess in here.
Here I see it clearly now. Because there's less of more and there's pretty much nothing going on.
That's what we call
Let go.
progress.
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 Sometimes when it's spinning around and you can't tell if your head is up or down, and you just feel like you want to smile and frown, and everything is oh so crazy. Progress makes it all clear. Progress. What hasn't happened here? Smash canvases! Roger's dressed like a tree with bark and sap and leaves. It's so dirty. It's so unclean.
Unclean is bad.
This place needs order.
Order is the best. Oh my god, can we turn it down in here? I am sweating like a pig.
Can we get some order?
Order.
Can we make it clean? I like clean. Can we get some order? Order! It's so manly. You just need to embrace it. Frederick's not being so stiff.
Quick
Order's
time.
overrated. Don't need to stiff off further. It's progress. It's progress. It's not progress! Ah! You feel your heart palpitating. Your brain it is menstruating. You need to learn. Shiratalaha!
What you doing?
Shiratalaha!
Sweat
No,
bad.
Jack! No!
It's gonna be a rough night for you, Roger.
Night sweats.
You're terrible!
Palpitations.
Sleeplessness.
Night sweats. Mild incontinence. Heart palpitations.
What are you doing? No!
Penny, what happened to Roger? Convulsions. That's him.
He's got order now.
Frederick puts sriracha in his brain.
He needs to recharge. He has to be surrounded by his spirit animal. A Guys, I couldn't find a coffin so out of fashion and urn big enough for him.